This is the first in a series of short Trisk videos. Building forms and workflows in Trisk is easy and intuitive. To demonstrate, I'm going to build an onboarding form for a new business client for a tax firm. In the next video, I will show how to create a workflow that incorporates the onboarding form. So what you're looking at here is the dashboard. We're going to move over here to the menu and select Forms. Up here, we're going to create a form. We're going to do a regular form. There's a two-way form, which you can do, which actually is more for publishing. But if you're going to do a regular form, it opens the options here. You see a number of options for different functions that we can do, but let's just start where we client onboarding. And we go into our first section, and let's say we're going to look for prior year's returns. So let's label it. Okay. And we're going to put a yes/no question in here, very simple. File previously. Real abbreviated questions for the demo. We have options for additional information if you want to display that. And we can put help messages here, and we'll show you what that looks like. We're going to put that in our newly created form. And then we have the option here whether or not this is going to be required. This is a very powerful option to ensure that you don't get half answers. So let's say that's required. Okay. Now you can see the question. We have our help here and the additional information displayed. The power here is we have yes/no questions, which means we can build out logical responses. If the answer is yes, we're going to want the client to upload copies of prior filings. Okay. And let's build that into our existing section and make that required. Okay. If the answer is no, we may have some other questions we want to ask. So in this case, let's just ask, have you filed for a federal employer identification number? Okay. Again, we got all the options. Let's put that in the same section and make it required. Okay. So now that we have another question, if the answer is yes, do we want another action? And I'm going to say yes. We're going to ask them, what is it? Okay, what is your? Okay, real simple. We can put a placeholder in here if we wanted to. And we're going to choose the default type of response. You have several things to choose from. In this case, we'll pick the FEIN. We're going to put it in the same section, and we're going to make it mandatory. Okay, so we've got a preliminary question and 3 follow-on questions. If we look at it just in its raw form, you will see all of the questions displayed, okay? So without any show logic, everything's there. But we don't want our clients to have to dig through all that stuff. So we're gonna go up here in our options and pick show conditions, and we're gonna add some if-then conditions. We're gonna, if, choose the question, did you previously file? If the answer is yes, then we're going to say upload prior filings, okay? If the answer is no, we're going to go on to another question. Have you filed for an FEIN? Okay. But then we also have to question what happens if we file for the FEIN. So have you filed? The answer is yes. We're going to click on then and ask for what is the FEIN. Save, okay? So now we've got our show conditions. We close that up. If you remember what it looked like before, when we preview now, it's one question. And the logic builds to collect the data you want. So you're not wasting time for the client moving through a bunch of wasted questions they don't know how to answer. So what it does, it gives you a very simple way to build a form, to formulate, to focus on the issues, what you're looking for. Once that's done, you save the version, and anytime you can access it by searching. And there's the form. This is the new one we just created, hasn't been launched. Okay. We'll see you soon on the workflow video. Thanks, bye.